Hey you guys, Peek out here in Singapore, and I wanted to introduce you to another summit speaker, only because we have so many of them, and I want to make sure you get to know each and every one of them before the summit actually starts. So for those of you who don't know, the summit is the 24th through the 27th of April, and that means that 21 of us are participating, and that means 7 people per day who will be joining and speaking and teaching. So I'm telling you right now, don't wait till the last minute. Go ahead and use that link in my bio, sign up, get registered, join our Facebook group, get to talk to each of us while we're sharing in the group itself, and make sure that you ask questions. So as you find out who all is actually teaching this Business Mastery Summit, make sure you reach out, you ask questions, find out who your favorites are, and then tune in during that weekend itself. Now, tonight, I wanted to invite you to get to know. She is the owner of Balanced Body Therapy, Balanced Bodywork and Therapy, sorry. And I want to make sure that she gets to tell her story and explain what all she does and why she got started. Hey, girl, I see you. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. So I was just telling everybody that you are the owner of the Balanced Bodywork and Therapy. That is
Yes,
your
ma'am.
business, correct? And how
Yes,
long have
ma'am.
you been doing this now?
Okay. Well, I've been licensed total for 17 years,
Wow.
but I just recently
You don't
started my
even
own
look that
practice.
old. I'm serious.
I know everyone tells me that. They're like, "When did you start? When you were 2?" Like, no, I'm a little older than everyone thinks. But I've been on my own for about 3 years now.
Okay. So that's a testament to your balanced body work because you don't age, apparently. And that's awesome. Hey, August.
Hi, August.
So, okay, just out of curiosity, what does balanced bodywork and therapy mean? What is your specific business entail? What is your specialty?
Okay, my specialty is working with people from different backgrounds, different ethnicities. They have like problem areas that most people don't really recognize and get to the root of.
Okay.
So my business is focused on getting to the root of a physical issue. Sometimes it may be overworking, overstressed, or not paying attention to how you live in your everyday life.
Okay.
So I want to bring the balance from like the spiritual perspective as well as the mental and the physical.
Very cool. So you kind of pull everything together in one place with all of your
Yes,
work.
ma'am.
That's very cool.
Yes,
But it's
ma'am.
got to be very difficult as well because body work is not easy on you as the practitioner. You that's a lot of body work for yourself while you're trying to help and heal people, correct?
Exactly.
So
Exactly. It
that's
is
where all of
like,
that works for you.
right. It can be very physical, especially if you're just starting out
Yeah.
or if you don't really know how to ground yourself and use proper body mechanics. A lot of people don't make it in the industry because they burn themselves out trying to use all their energy themselves
Right.
instead of pulling energy from a higher source.
Very
So
cool.
that's why I've been able to do it for so long.
Well, I love that. So, when you say that you include the spirituality, you incorporate the spirituality, are there particular practices that you prefer that are easy to incorporate into your practice?
Well, I'm a Christian, so I use all of my energy from God. He's my
Okay.
source. That's who I go to every day, every time I get a client. I use his power, his healing. I pray to him before and after my sessions.
Okay.
So that's why a lot of clients feel, the energy from me.
Okay. Very cool. So, what brought you to pursue this area of work? There are so many things that you could be doing. Why this? What drove you to pursue your curiosity down this road?
Well, honestly, when I started out, I had no idea. I had no clue as to what I was going to do. I
Okay.
didn't even think that I would make it. When I first started in school, my instructor was like, everyone get naked and get on the table. And I'm like, wait, this is not
Wow.
what I signed up for.
I would have been
But
like,
it kind of, yeah, I'm like, yeah, I don't know how I feel about this.
yeah.
But once I began to learn and study, especially on my own,
Okay.
I knew that this was the path that I was supposed to be on.
Okay.
maybe like 4 or 5 years into it, I did try to quit, but God brought me right back to it. Like, hey, that's not what I called you to do. This is what I called you to do, and you're gonna do
Wow,
it.
very
Yeah.
cool. So was it,
Yes,
I mean,
ma'am.
a lot of people that I've spoken to so far, a lot of the other summit speakers have found that, something in their past, they had a hurdle of some sort, they were having a tough time, and they found something that worked for them, so then they learned more about it, and then they decided to teach. Is that kind of what happened to you as well? Or I'm just trying to figure out how you were brought here. I understand that God called you to do this, but what was that calling like?
For me, I won't say it was difficult,
Okay,
but because I knew that there was something more inside of me. I always had a passion to help others. I just didn't know which path.
okay,
So after being an entrepreneur, I started seeing like other people in my industry, in my field, that were struggling with it also. Like, hey, how do I do this? How do I do that? And so my thing was, outside of healing people, I also want to educate people on the right techniques, the right path to go, how to do certain things, so that they won't be all over the place like I've been all over the place.
got it. So does that
So
mean that it includes like physical therapy as well, as far as body mechanics and learning the proper way to move things so you can feel for yourself where your muscles are, that kind of therapy?
yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am. And I
very
also
cool.
educate my clients in the process. Whenever you leave a session with me, you're always going to get homework, no matter
Good.
what you're coming in
I'm
for.
glad. A
Even
lot of
if,
people depend
yeah,
on being able to come back every time, but the fact that you let them do more at home as well, that's amazing.
right, because that's the only way you're going to get better.
Yeah,
You can come see me as many times as you want, but if you don't do the homework yourself, you're really just wasting your time, because it's
exactly.
more than just coming to see me. You have to take care of your body when you're not able to come see me. So I give you different things that you can do at home to help your process and healing.
Very cool. So, for those of you who don't know TQ, what kinds of things can they expect? I was going through some of the reviews on your page, and I saw that there was a young lady who came in and experienced your session, and then they brought their child in as well because they were an athlete, and they experienced the massage, and it was actually helpful for them as well. Your clients, do they just kind of range in all kinds of ages? It doesn't matter. Um, whether they're in high school maybe or if they're adults working, it's just all
Right,
walks of life,
right,
all ages.
right. They do. I typically take my youngest at 15.
Okay.
I've never really treated anyone under 15,
Okay.
but most of my clients start at the age of 15 and they go up to maybe 70 or 85.
Wow.
Depending
Okay.
on who, yeah. So I work with a lot of athletes,
Okay.
high school, college. I've worked on a couple of professionals before. And then I also just do like the everyday people, like stay at home moms. I do prenatal massages if you're
Wow.
pregnant. Yeah, those are very beneficial.
Oh, I can only imagine. I didn't get to experience any of that, but yeah, that would have been really cool, I think, if I'd had a
Really?
chance.
I the girl with both of my pregnancies, I was in there faithfully every 2 weeks, like I need you right now.
Oh, wow. That's so
And
cool.
it made my delivery process like so much better, because I
Really.
was, not to frighten anyone, but with my first pregnancy I had a boy, and I
Hmm.
was so scared because everyone was like, boys are lazy, they're hard. My first was a boy and I was in labor for 17 hours, like all these horror stories, and I'm like, that's what I don't want to hear. So I started doing my research
Hmm.
about prenatal massages, and I went every 2 weeks. And I actually did it with both of my kids, and my
Okay.
labor was under 30 minutes with both of my kids.
Total under 30 minutes.
Under 30 minutes.
Wow.
With
My
with
baby
my
is a little
son,
girl, and she didn't know if she was coming or going. She kept making up. She kept changing her mind. It took her 13 hours to decide, but once she decided, it was like 15 minutes of
oh
like hard
wow.
labor. It was like, what the heck? What are you doing? But yeah, it would have
Yeah.
been nice if I'd have known about it. But that's okay. Next
Yes.
time.
Yeah. So now you know.
I do indeed. Out of curiosity, how did you meet up with August? I know August has recruited all of us. I'm really excited because all of us have
Yeah.
kind of the same serving mentality. How did you meet August?
I love August to death. Um, So the funny thing about that, we have a mutual friend that had an event, and that's
Okay.
how I met her. That was our initial meeting. And so, you know her with her attitude, she was
Hmm.
like, I'm the real deal. You need to ask about me. And I'm sitting there looking like, lady, who are you? So she gave me her business card, and I just, put it in my purse and didn't
Hmm.
think anything of it. So there was another event downtown, and I end up seeing her again. I'm like, hey, I know you. So long story short, we ended up connecting, and she became my business coach. And I'm like, all this time, like, where have you been all my life? Like, I needed you like 4 years ago. But she is the best. Hi, August. I love you.
Yeah, I love her too. I actually had the chance to be coached by her as well for a while, and I was also introduced by a mutual friend. Um, but unfortunately, I have not had the pleasure of meeting her in person yet. That's come in August at some point,
Oh my
because
God. You
I'm out
have to
here in
meet her in
Singapore.
person.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
Yeah,
I mean, we have a wild time when we're online, but I
right.
don't know if wherever we are could handle the both of us in the same city. That'd be hilarious, I think.
Yeah, it's totally different vibe. Like, she's still the same person, but in person, she takes it up
I can
about 10
imagine.
notches.
I can imagine. It's all good. We love you still, and it's because of that big mouth. We love it.
Right.
If you had to teach anyone right now about the benefits of body work, what would you want them to know?
If I had to teach anyone,
Hmm.
I would want them to know that it's more than just a feel good massage. It's more than just, oh, I'm coming to pamper myself. It's
Right.
about total healing from the inside out.
Good.
And I tell that to a lot of my clients, like, you're not going to get fixed in one session. It's going to take
Exactly.
more than one session because you've been dealing with whatever issue you have for God knows how long.
Exactly.
Say you had this pain for 10 or 15 years. One session is not going to fix it.
Right. Of
So my
course.
thing is to educate my clients on how to heal yourself, how to take it one step at a time without overextending yourself and pushing beyond your limits. Like, no, listen to your body. Your body talks to you every day, but we're so
Yes.
busy doing what we're supposed to do and not paying attention to our bodies. Then when we end up on the hospital bed, like, dang, I should have listened to myself. Yeah, you should
Then you're
have,
trying
because
to
your body
recall
talks
all
to
the
you every
symptoms.
day. Yeah, yeah. So just listen to your body, guys. Like, whenever you feel a pain, you think it's nothing. It might
Right.
not be nothing at the time, but if you don't treat it at that moment, it can lead into something that's very drastic.
Exactly. And I'm actually really glad that you said that it's not just you're managing their expectations, right? You're telling them, look, I'm not going to fix this in one day because it took you more than one day to create it in the first place.
Right,
And
right.
being able to give them homework means they get to work on it a little bit every time until the next session that they see you. Here in Asia, I don't know if you're aware, but here in Asia, people go for massages all the time, but I don't think they understand it to be a healing process. It's more like I just need to be touched and I want the pleasure of a massage. It's just, let me go relax and be pampered. It's exactly what it is over here. And they do it over and over again by different people. And they don't understand the kind of energy exchange that goes on when someone actually is trying to heal and trying to feel where all of the, the knots and the muscle pulls are in your body and trying to heal you that way. So I think there's a big difference in what people understand or expect from a massage and where you're actually telling them what to expect. It kind of cuts all of that nonsense out in the middle. They know exactly what they're coming for and they realize it is a healing
Exactly.
process and not, this is not for fun. This is hard work on
Exactly.
your part.
Exactly. And that's one of the things that I talk about in the summit, but not to give like the
Yeah, I don't
whole
want you to give
spill
it
on
away,
things.
but I do want them to know who you are.
But that's one thing that I want clients to understand is, like, once you find somebody that's good, stick with that person because they're going to learn your body and they're
Yes.
going to know how to treat your body. It's not ideal to hop from person to person because, like you just said, the exchange of energy. You don't know what type of energy this person has. You know what I'm saying? They're putting it off on you. That's
Yeah.
not going to benefit you. That's only going to make your condition worse.
Right. And I wish more people knew that. So I'm excited about your segment. You get to
Thank
teach all
you.
of that. But in the meantime, would you say you're more active on Instagram or on Facebook? Where's the easiest place for people to find you? Because I do want them to come look you up and ask questions and get to know you a little bit before the summit itself.
Okay, absolutely. I'm typically on IG the most.
Okay.
That's the easiest way to find me. On Facebook, I'm there, not there that often. So
So on
Instagram
Instagram,
is
it is
the
BB
one.
and Therapy, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
please, I've told you all 1,000 times, every person that I've interviewed for the summit, I've told you, look, I'm introducing you to who they are. You get to see a little bit of their energy, the way they speak, the way they attend to the questions that I'm asking, but I need you to get to know them a little bit too. So go troll their page, go check them out, stalk them or whatever, nicely, you know what I mean? Go through the page and see what they're doing, and then go reach out, go ask questions, get to know them a little bit. If you haven't already, please register, because we do have a Facebook group going on where all the speakers are in there, all the participants are in there. We're doing trainings every week. August just did one for Up Level Your Boss Mindset this past Sunday, and we just did a live podcast episode. She and I just, I don't know, maybe an hour ago now. So we have a lot of activities going on. We want you to get the most out of this situation, okay? The event itself is free, but like I said, I know for a fact that if I miss one, it's going to be like quicksand after that. I'm going to play catch up the rest of the time, and I don't want that. So I'm actually buying a ticket so that I can keep these videos and go back to them over
Right.
and over again and refer to them.
Yeah.
And just like the massages, the first time you read or listen to the segment, you're probably not going to get all of the information. So it's going to take you a little bit of time to like sit on it, listen to it, think about it, and then go back and look at it again. You probably pick up things you missed the first time. So please take advantage of the fact that we have 21 of these phenomenal women coming together to teach you what we love best. She's working on body, energy, spirit, healing. So please stay tuned. Her name is TQ Johnson. Check her out, okay? And if you have any other questions, you're welcome to ask me or her. Any last words? Anything you want to leave them with?
I think you pretty much summed it up. I just want to piggyback on what you said
Please.
about taking advantage of this opportunity, because it doesn't come that often, guys.
Yeah.
And with the speakers that we have, like, you're going to learn so much from every aspect of your life. Like, this is going to be a phenomenal event. So please get your tickets. It's absolutely free.
Yeah.
If you have any questions, you can reach out to any one of us. We'll
Absolutely.
be happy to answer your questions. And I
Absolutely.
just want to thank August again for this opportunity. She's doing a phenomenal job.
Yeah, she's organized everything. She has gone all the way down to creating a workbook, which means that when you sit down and
Right?
listen to all of these,
Right?
yeah, you have
Right.
questions to guide you to make sure you don't miss anything. But even then, every time you
Exactly.
see it, you're going to learn something new. So, yeah.
Exactly.
Yes, sir. Please, JD Muscle Release, TQ Johnson, I need to look her
Yes,
up. So you have
done.
someone coming at you. I'm hoping she looks you up. Yep. Well, I really
All
appreciate your
righty.
time. I know you got stuff to do, but I will catch you again later. You guys, TQ Johnson, thank you so much for joining. And
Thank you, Kika.
sign up if you haven't already. The link is in my bio. Go sign up. We got work to do, y'all. We want to share, okay? You take
Thank
care, Ma.
you.
Thank you.
You
Bye.
too. Bye.